Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Already the final segment of The Price of Business. Got Daven Michaels on. He's with 123employee.com. Phenomenal organization, creating a revolution of its own when it comes to outsourcing. How are you, my friend?
Hey, Kevin. How are you? Good morning.
Doing great. Tell us a little bit about 123employee. Kind of give us that elevator speech.
Sure, you got it. Well, 123employee is the number one outsourcing center in the Philippines, and our niche is we work with entrepreneurs all over the globe and some of the biggest thought leaders on the planet. We help them with all the busy stuff or BS in their business. We do their internet marketing, their social media, their telemarketing, their back office tasks, all the busy work so that they can focus on the income-generating activities in their business.
Yeah, how old is 123employee?
123 has been, we're coming up on 7 years now.
Yeah, and all every single year. I mean, it was pretty easy then to outsource, but it only gets easier every year, doesn't it?
It does. I say that we're in what I call outsourcing 3.0, and this is when what was available to all the big companies are now available to entrepreneurs just like us, and it's definitely leveled the playing field.
Yeah, no question about it. So tell me about the type of businesses that pursue 123employee.
Sure. Well, Kevin, we work with just about everyone. So any type of business, real estate, mortgage, mom and pops, liquor stores, donut shops, because, whether you're an online business or you're a brick and mortar business, the reality is you have an online business. Because let's say you have a donut shop. Well, how are people going to find you? They're either going to find you by driving by or they're going to look you up online. So no matter what business you're in, you have to have an online presence. And it's interesting to know, Kevin, when we opened our doors, 6+ years ago, almost 7 years now, over 95% of our business was voice-based, and this was back during the real estate boom. So tons of our clients were in mortgage and real estate and debt consolidation. Today, about 98% of all our clients ask us to do some form of social media, and that switch has literally taken place in the last 36 months. So many entrepreneurs are using social media and internet marketing to grow their business, and they're thriving.
Yeah, interesting. So what would you say is the future of outsourcing? I mean, you guys are doing some pretty creative things.
We are. Well, I have to tell you, I think that the future of outsourcing is bullish for the next maybe decade or so. And then I'll be real honest with you, Kevin. I think that as globalization continues, there's an ebb and flow. And as globalization or as the Internet has sort of leveled the playing field and sort of flattened our world that we live in, I think that's going to continue. And so to be realistic, I think what will happen is that in places like the Philippines where we're based, wages will continue to go up slowly. And at the same time, wages will continue to go down in places like the U.S. And eventually, in the long future, we should all sort of be equal, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but you're talking about pretty long in the future.
I am.
So one of the things I think is interesting, and again, I do want to disclose I am a client of yours, which is why I wanted to start getting you on the program to talk about it, because I love what you guys do, and I'm a big believer in outsourcing. I believe we should help alleviate poverty worldwide, but don't do it through government agencies. Hire a person, one person at a time, which is exactly what we've done. And people have talked to me, and they've seen what my investment is in doing it, and it's like, there's cheaper ways of doing that. They'll tell me that, but the reality is that I've tried some of the cheaper ways, and it is for all of a sudden I have to be in the quality management control business in order to make it work. Talk about that a little bit.
Sure, Kevin, definitely. Well, when you think about outsourcing, there's two ways you can really go. You can work with a managed facility like 123employee, or you can work with freelancers. And you can find freelancers for less money, and sometimes you can find specialists as well. But the problem is, like you said, Kevin, it's impossible to manage them. You don't know if they're just working on your project. They're generally working from home, so they have all types of issues. And in a place like, let's say, the Philippines or India, brownouts are a daily occurrence, so then you lose your phone, you lose your internet, you lose your power. There are acts of God, floods happen every year, and so on and so forth. And so what happens quite often is you end up working with a freelancer 6, 8, 9 months later, things are going great, and then one day you just lose them, you have to start all over again. When you work in a managed facility, you don't have to do that. Attrition is low, power is redundant, internet is redundant, and there's a team of people. So if you happen to lose somebody, it's easy to drop somebody into the new position and get them trained.
You go. It's awesome. It's incredible how you do things. One time, sometime in the future, I'd like to talk about your concierge services, where people who have programs that require specific assistance becomes part of a package deal, and you just train. You got several people on board who are available to do it on an as needed basis. I love it. I love what you do, Daven. Daven Michaels. He is with 123employee.com. Thanks as always for being with us.
Thanks, Kevin.
All right. We'll see you in 24 hours, actually 23, when we'll have much more for you here on The Price of Business. Do want to remind you the best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com. Meanwhile, I hope you have a great rest of your day staying on this station.